get a little bit of luck and cast a couple of matches. And his name that stand out Loud Whine captain. LHC Savage, I know, represents a lot of people in the regular community. Very well known, very well respected.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Fox trying to get
go for it.
Collapse onto the team, capture that point right there. eDivided go 3 down, and they are going to be spawning at C, but again, Savage is going to just be a pest, kind of jump up. Just the initial chaos right now is going to go into the favor of Loud Whine, but nothing too affirmative yet.
Yep, you will see, and for once the colors actually line up with a team, so I kind of appreciate that. But I mean, right now Loud Whine will be looking to try and make this trip cap, and that push from Crozen going forward is going to be a chance here, as they will get all 3. It has the camo as well, which I think just about ran out, and you're going to see eDivided is going to be spawning out on the C side. They will pick up C, so that's going to stem the bleeding a little bit in terms of the double points gathering up as fast as they are. But it does look like they're going to put a halt to that, and then that's probably about as far as they're going right now. They are going to be pushing here towards the B side. Crozen's going to repulse one away and continue to fire off shots here, but I mean, right now eDivided, I think, is kind of being stalled here at the halfway point. They're not really able to break across to the B side of the map. They're just getting stuck out here in the open field.
Yeah, definitely. And at this point, it's regardless of the level in HRL, I feel like with the life cycle, Halo Infinite, so many people just decided to go with on live fire. So a great trade up back. The point is that I feel like everybody's kind of a master at live fire. You see right there, skating, just get that just a little movement tech that you just see experienced players utilize on live fire. I know we were all experienced players in Halo, but definitely looking at how well Loud Whine capture that C point and then surrender it to recontrol that A need during a strong match. Right there, you see eDivided finally make a breakthrough at back to B, and should be able to get this BC hold with the Loud Whine spawning at A. The ammo is up, and it looks like Loud Whine, we're trying to push for it, and it looks like no one's able to grab this camo just yet. In the chaos, 1 member, 2 members go down on each side of the team, on each teams, and it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, eDivided do have the advantage with the camo here.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, they're beginning to eat away at this lead as well. I mean, you can see 2 spots currently scoring. A C, I think, was getting capped, and B is currently being capped here by Silver Fox, who will end up falling. Fadeaway is going to find that kill. Jeezy is going to fall as well, and Fadeaway gets traded out as well here. As you can see, eDivided fighting back. It's a 2v2 on the map currently, and B still in the process, not fully capped yet, as I think it's just being contested at the very last second here, as players from both sides will get cleared out. So eDivided is still going to have that in their possession. And just like that, though, Silver Fox is going to find one that should be B going over, except for one last contest here. And Crozen and Skyna are both coming out here to try and do something about it. So B will get flipped back over to Loud Whine here, and they're going to continue to push this lead. But, I mean, the map control right now has been a bit of an issue. They were trying to, maintain this side of the map, and you can see the push coming right down the middle, essentially, from the side of eDivided, and that's going to catch one player. Savage finds one. No sniper home in the mid here, and it looks like they're going to try to push this towards A.
Yeah, and something that I noticed on live fire strongholds that I try to take advantage of is specifically that turbine lane, right? When you're kind of trapped on AB, and you're seeing right now eDivided kind of capture that A. I'm not sure if it was from the spawn or through a nice push through that turbine area. I feel like so many times in these kind of lower divisions of HRL, nice QT play, trying to stay alive. Does not stay alive. Looks like eDivided will be able to capture that point, and this Loud Whine will capitalize back on these slays. But what I was trying to say is just that AP hold on these lower 2 divisions of HRL are just I feel like teams that sometimes will just like have tunnel vision to say we need AB, we need AB, and never really see themselves hold an AC here for so long. I felt like we saw just eDivided try to force a back mud push, try to force a top mid push, as you mentioned, and kind of leave that turbine lane just empty.
I mean, I do remember.
It's push, yeah.
Yeah, I think I do remember, like, I don't know, this was, a few, like, maybe a couple years ago, honestly, where the main hold used to be BC on this map, right? Everyone wanted to be out on the other side of the map so that you could trap players inside of A. Like, they had to funnel themselves out of garage and you were able to basically spawn trap them, and that was the preferred side. I know there's been, like, I guess a shift in that mindset recently because, like you said, it's like the AB tunnel vision here, but BC used to be, something that everyone wanted back in the day. I don't know what happened, honestly, that made that change up, but I mean, that's the way it used to be before. So I mean, we'll see right now. eDivided is going to be, it's actually going to be an AC hold here coming in from eDivided, and that will probably force one of those rotations where, one player from Loud Whine is going to pick either A or C, and that distraction will give them enough to head their way over towards B and pick that one up. But I mean, right now it's just AC is holding, and Loud Whine not really, making a big aggressive push towards one of these. This sniper is going to be in the hands of Fadeaway, looking to find two, gets that double kill, and is going to continue to back it up. And yeah, Loud Whine not really been able to group up for anything here.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you're able to just hold on to that AC for about 20 points, maybe 30 points if you're lucky. Just that spawn off back B will be utilized, but it looks like eDivided just kind of shut me up right there. Said, no, we're going to hold AC here, and looks like Loud Whine spawned at dummies after getting that back B spawn in. Right now, we're just seeing chaos throughout the map. You see eDivided, kind of, as I was trying to say, once you get AC, you quickly want to push onto A and secure that A-B hold right there. All that I'm trying to say with pushing through Turbine is that if you're stuck and can't get any sort of semblance or any success through the opposing team's A-B hold, push through C, you'll be able to make some nice movement. Score is 103 to 170 in favor of Loud Whine. Loud Whine look to have momentum here from the start of the game, but eDivided are just fighting and clawing their way back, utilizing the lanes that are left open by Loud Whine, but Loud Whine just staying to their strategy, trying to control A, B, but eDivided just having the control of the map right now, and the question is how fast can Loud Whine just break their hold?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see that. I mean, the score is closing right now as well as that. You got eDivided, getting much closer and eating away at this lead that's been there. I mean, you can see Loud Whine currently on A, currently on B. B will get reset here, but it was almost a trip tap scenario once again. They still have a 50-point lead, and you can see points flipping once again, but A and C, A will get reset actually, so it's going to be A, B for the side of Loud Whine, and eDivided with 2 dead, not really able to answer this in any capacity. You can see Savage clear out A once again, and the translocator in the hands of Silver Fox right now. As you can see, the group up here from eDivided is towards C, but they're going to have to, like you said, pick a lane and get something going here. I mean, Silver Fox is going to try to lock down this sniper side of the map here, spotting out a nest, and has that translocator to just get out. But eDivided is going to have to make a move because Loud Whine has crossed the 200-point mark here, and they are still claiming points. So if you're the side of eDivided, you need to go, and you need to go now, and I think they're going right down the middle here towards A.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just feel like Loud Whine were able to just capture that hold, and I don't think there's much separating this. Honestly, I feel like this lobby has just been a lot of individual skill, not a lot of effective team pushes, if I must admit, but the individual skill is on the side of Loud Whine right now. I just feel like both teams didn't really do the best of pushing through all 3 lanes of the map, but just through the flip of the coin, Loud Whine were able to just have a good start, and that's kind of the difference that we're seeing right now with the first map going in favor of Loud Whine. 250
setup. The camo just doesn't really work the same way or have the same capabilities, you could say, but I mean, immediately, I mean, you're going to see that contestation on the shotgun street, and the assist will come through. Two kills to open things up for the side of Loud Whine, and there's your shotgun. I mean, we got to use it while we still can, right? And right now, eDivided caught a little off guard, I guess you could say here, and they're not looking like the hottest start as they're already down 3-0, and they have not been able to answer back yet.
Oh, nice two-piece from Crozon on Loud Whine. You see eDivided try to get the Act Camo, run to B stairs, but unfortunately, fortunately, actually able to grab that camo. I thought they were going to get taken out by a teammate. Score is 6-0 in favor to the Loud Whine. That is an impressive start from the blue team. Right here, Glenn Falcon finally able to find a slay. Gets made abso by a nade. What just happened? Gets the double kill. Now finds a shotgun in their hands. Should that be the triple kill? No, it's the last shot right there. Not a triple kill, but right there, you see momentum into the favor of Loud Whine, but Glenn Falcon trying to do what they can right now to make this a close game. Scores 3-6 with the last 3 kills going in favor of eDivided by the hands of Glenn Falcon.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I just saw someone die, like, I think that was a suicide actually by Smeo. I'm not really sure what went on there, but it is gonna still be 3-6 right now. All 3 kills, all 4 kills actually, in the hands of Glenn Falcon. I think it was actually a suicide because Smeo does have a kill and it doesn't register on the scoreboard. So, bit of a -1 there is a little bit unfortunate. But Loud Whine goes 3 down here for the price of 1, so just like that, eDivided has tied up this game despite that early start that Loud Whine had. It's not looking the same anymore here because Loud Whine has let eDivided crawl back into this game. You're going to see some power weapons picked up. Loud Whine does have the red gun here. Up top, it is going to be in the hands of Crozon, who's so far been a standout player for the Loud Whine side, and going for that active camo means eDivided will not have sole control over that power up as Loud Whine gets it, and you're going to see some movement now here on the map as they're trying to make some use out of it. There's the first one from Crozon, and they're going to continue to set up your shotgun and the stalker rifle here. The big setup. Crozon basically is everything that he could possibly want on this map.
For a second, I thought he was going to pick up the AR too. That would have been cheese central right there. It's definitely an interesting battle on this Street Slayer right now. Both teams are tied, but again, like I mentioned, that sandbox seems to be just the determining factor in this right now. We saw that stock rifle get picked up. We saw that shotgun get picked up. I feel like Loud Whine are doing a good job of just conserving their lives, getting 1 or 2 taps onto the opposing team, and then rotating and calling out as a 4-stack right there. Skynade gets isolated at Red Room by Edge, and right there you see Edge just try to back off and be a little bit more patient with their life. I hope that they realize there was a disruptor right behind them, and with this new meta, I don't know if these teams GA'd the disruptor going into this thing. That's just too good. But that weapon, if I'm on this map, I'm picking that up. If I am at bottom C right there, and right there you see just that lead just stay in favor of Loud Whine. But eDivided have definitely found their confidence in this map. Oh, you see that AR being used, so you know that GA is not in play right there. And I'm personally a fan of the GAs, but until we all collectively decide to implement them, I do believe in a collective decision, not an individual decision. But if it's on the map, it's on the map, and we're gonna use it right now, and it's definitely going in favor of Loud Whine. But Crozon showing that bandit skill, 10-1-6 still doesn't need a power weapon to gain the lead. 24-17 in favor of Loud Whine. eDivided trying, but Savage with the patience right now at shotgun. See, exactly that. That can be GA'd in a week or so in the rec league if we decide to go down that path. But that right now is a fair play right there. Gonna get the back smack camo, and right now you see Savage doing whatever they want and into their flow state. 4 down for eDivided right there, and just a double kill by Savage. Very impressive player. Do not want to face them on the opposing team in my 8th lobby anytime soon. 28-17 in favor right now. It's just gonna turn south really quickly. Hopefully eDivided can put things back. 3 members of eDivided at driveway, but they're all weak, trying to get they're all called out, scrambling to stay alive, but it's just not. Oh, it's actually gonna be enough right there. Fade away with the with the elbow, with the shoulder right there, and eDivided finally finding their swagger back, but with 11 kills in favor of Loud Whine. This is going to be a tall mountain to climb. Nice building tech, and Crozon finds the slay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, they've dug themselves into quite the hole. I mean, they made that recovery, and then Loud Whine decided they're going to take it right back. It's up to a 12-point lead so far. And I mean, it's not, you know, drastic panic territory yet, but it's definitely closing on that really quick here. You can see 34-23 is going to be your scoreline. It's still going to be a 12-point lead in Loud Whine. All you really have to do is just trade out for the remainder of this map, and you will win. It's the eDivided that is going to be forced to have to make a move some way, somehow. Power weapons are going to be something that you're going to have to prioritize here, and you're going to have to fight for it. But I mean, all of eDivided is just stuck inside of Tram right now. They are not going anywhere. They have no map control, and right now it's just, you know, they're kind of just fighting for survival for the time being. You can see the camo in Crozen's hand again, and Sky Knight just walks right in, takes out 2 eDivided. It is not looking too hot right now for them for sure. As you can see, Loud Whine 13 points away. As you know, here comes, you know, Crozen with that camo is going to smack one. Looking for a second as well. They've called it out. They know a player is here in the back corner. There's 2 of them there. And Crozen's probably going to be forced to back away, but has the team support. And, you know, I mean, it's reaching a point where it's probably going to be an almost formality here. As you can see, the trades are going to come through, and that's all you have to do, really, for the rest of the series. For the rest of the map.
That is momentum right there in a nutshell in Halo Infinite. I've definitely been on the right side and the wrong side of momentum in 8's lobby. It's going to be difficult for eDivided to bring it back. I push this through a map for not to be too critical, but it's just, I know what it's like to be in your gaming chair and just to think you're in it, just to think you're a couple slays away, and then you see a score like we're about to see right now. Unfortunately, I don't expect much of a comeback from eDivided, so in between matches, I would just recommend, and you will always hear me saying this whenever a team goes down 2-0 in a map count, that reverse sweep is possible. Take a breath, lock back in, drink some cold water, and just focus on what the task at hand is right now. It just feels like Loud Whine are just doing a good job of just staying patient, making sure they're playing around the edge of the map, not really turtling or running through that mid. Oh, nice double kill. I don't even know how they identified that player in arcade, but like I said, it's just that communication.
The Slayer's already lost at that point, so you're looking ahead to this recharge here and looking at how you're going to get back into the series, because now you're down 2-0, you're facing series point here, and you now have to work with what is coming your way, and that is going to be the start of this map, and it's going to be Loud Whine pushing in. The nades come in already. 2 dead for eDivided. Is not really the way they wanted to open this map, I'm sure, especially because I think that might have been the camo player that just went down in fadeaway. I think that they were the first players over there towards that camo. But again, I mean, it's kind of shaping up basically just like what I was talking about, right? We're already past 30 seconds in. No one has touched the ball yet. And I think finally someone's going to go and grab that. It will be eDivided, though, actually getting the first touch, because Loud Whine currently 2 dead, and players are forced to come out of spawn here. So this actually might be a good start that eDivided was looking for here.
It's just a crazy start to this oddball. You see Loud Whine just playing ultra patient for that camo. I thought eDivided had that camo secured, but then Loud Whine were able to come out with the slay. And now the first 12 seconds have gone into the favor of eDivided. That is not the casual story you hear in an oddball. But right now, I feel like we saw Loud Whine just wait to get their time until they had the slays. Now they have full map control here with one member of eDivided down. This should be about 30 seconds or so if Loud Whine are able to utilize it correctly, rotate that ball from gold into A, then potentially to Hydro. That could be a very, very effective, ball movement play that you do in oddball recharge to secure as much time as you can. Like I said, right there, 30 seconds hit right there, and Loud Whine decides to play out the ball, and eDivided, I feel like, just being a little too eager for that oddball. But right now, I can't be too critical of it. They're only 10 seconds down, and it looks like they'll have the advantage here if Smeal is able to stay up, and if not the lead here, and the camo. So as the kids say, balls to the walls for eDivided right now. Loud Whine are just trying to keep up and just play just some beautiful Halo, just some clean Halo. But eDivided said, nah, screw that. We're just gonna go play. We're just gonna go run, and we're just gonna create chaos all over the map, which can be a recipe for an upset. Names like Pure and Shopify usually play those ways against the teams like Optic and FaZe Clan. And when you can get your slays, it's really effective. But right now you see a Loud Whine just take that momentum, stick to the script a little bit, and now find themselves holding onto that ball at back Hydra.
Yeah, we can see, I mean, they're regain this lead, and I mean, nice shots there. There's going to be a trade here. As ball has been dropped, Loud Whine is only down to one player as everyone has gone down. It's just going to be Skyknight left on the map here. The ball should probably end up getting reset and recovered. Skyknight is going to be here up top. Glass and will get taken out. So the rest of Loud Whine here coming out of spawn over on towards A, and the trades will come through. The ball fully reset as well, but you know, Loud Whine losing a couple players, and for once the slaying actually is in eDivided's favor. We spent 2 games here watching them get outslayed, and I guess, I don't know if they needed a little longer of a warm-up or something, or they needed some time to just kind of get together and, you know, get used to the new, you know, firing rate from the Bandit or something, because they finally seem to have gotten it going. They're still behind in the objective, but for once they're looking like they're doing a much better job in terms of map control, in terms of sending Loud Whine back to the death screen so far. So I'm very much happy with that, and you can see the assist counts also showing and reflecting that as well. You can see multiple assists now across all eDivided players here. So Loud Whine, you know, a little bit on the back foot. They still have that point lead, but the map control is just being lost kind of back and forth, and they need to make something happen. It's going to be a nice kill on towards fadeaway, and I do believe, oh, actually, hello, their Savage just got gifted the ball, so the ball is going to be up in the back pipes area here, and now it's going to be on eDivided, forced to make a move. I mean, they've been outslaying so far, but they're going to cross the 50-point mark in the round, and now eDivided is going to have to make something of this here. One will go down on each side, so 3v3 here as they're going to head towards pipes.
Yeah, it just feels like eDivided again are just trying to make something happen with their raw playing ability, right? And just a nice double kill. Just amazing plays with bodies dropping all over the map right now for both teams. But I was trying to say that eDivided are able to find their slays, are able to find their momentum. And in my lobby specifically, I sometimes worry a little too much about playing the cleanest Halo, playing the prettiest Halo, as you see right there. I believe that is Loud Whine pushing through C-Plat, pushing through red pipes, and finally getting control, and you should be able to secure another 20 seconds on this ball cleanly. But what you're trying to see is eDivided kind of playing this this type of Halo, style Halo, where they realize they can't beat Loud Whine at having the perfect setups. They need to just take advantage of what they can get. But Loud Whine are definitely playing with confidence right now and sticking to that Halo script. They're playing oddball on the charge as I expected to be played. eDivided are just rushing into situations, trying to get their slays, and yes, they are finding the slays, but they just keep dropping 1 or 2 members down, which just is enough time and enough space for Loud Whine to just rack up amazing time right now. I do want to mention eDivided's objective time right now, 12:0, 18 and 3 compared to Loud Whine's 27, 27, 20. It's just counting, keeps counting. 30 seconds, 27, 3 and 30. Right there. Even though they may not have the slays, this is oddball. It's about keeping that ball away, and right there, Loud Whine just playing a round of oddball, acknowledging, hey, we may not have the slays, but the other team are making the mistakes. All we got to do is just call out when they're 1 or 2 down, and that's free time right there. So that's kind of why we're seeing this disparity. And with fadeaway with that OS, I doubt Loud Whine really worried too much about this active camo. With 1 minute left and about a 60-second difference, whoa, you see Loud Whine go 3 down right there, and this could get a little shaky, but again, just expect Loud Whine to clinch this round. They just need about 1 or 2 slays right here, and they should be golden for this series win at a 3-0 rate, but we'll see. And there's round 1 for this oddball.
Yep, there it goes. I mean, eDivided looked pretty good for a good portion of that, right? I mean, I think the slaying has caught up to them, and Loud Whine is now in the lead on that side. But it did start off pretty nicely. You're going to see the camo rush right here off the rip from Glenn Falcon. Will grab that and will not get away with his life, and will actually drop the camo as well in the process. So, you know, early on here, you're going to see this push here towards batteries. That's going to be picked up. Najeezy with that ball, trying to get out Battle Rifle will work at range and will take him out, so that's going to be players down once again. But eDivided early on with this ball, camo in the hands of Silver Fox, and it immediately loses it. Gets taken out right as it gets popped. So, I mean, I guess end of the day, deny the camo from the other team, and, it's the best you can do, basically. You can't have it yourself. So we're going to see Fadeaway taking that ball and is going to be running it back in towards Pipe. So Loud Whine early on here is going to have to make a bit of an aggressive move, as Savage is going to be dealing with a player bottom A here, trying to make their way in. There's actually 2 players here instead, and Savage, a little too many people to shoot at, I guess, right now, as there's going to be players top A. That will be Silver Fox going down. Sky Knight is down as well. Savage, kind of the only player here and is surrounded on all angles and will not be long for this world. You can see Crozen trying to provide that shock rifle long range support, but right now has to wait for the rest of the team to come back up because, hey, everybody's dead. And eDivided out to a pretty early 25-0 lead so far. So this is a good start considering they have to, you have to reverse sweep the oddball, reverse sweep the series for this win. So, little steps, right? One thing at a time.
But this is how those reverse sweeps start. This is how those momentums, that momentum's kind of gained with 40 seconds gained here, uncontested. eDivided find themselves finally leading this round of oddball specifically, but Silver Fox right there with the 2-piece. Just impressive plays, just ice in their veins to control that ball. Should be able to find about 15 or so seconds if they're lucky here. But right now, I feel like eDivided have just... I've been a little critical of them, yes, but what I'm trying to say here is just at the end of the day is that I feel like both teams are talented. Both teams are 3-1. They obviously can slay out. Well, eDivided can obviously slay out. They just need to make a couple tweaks, maybe be a little bit more patient, or just stick with your teammate just that couple steps closer, and you'll be able to find leads like this and momentum like this, where it looks like Loud Whine have control of that OS, finds a double kill, is pinging the enemy team, but is deciding to go through the Mangler door. And I don't know if I like that call from Crozon because it's so easy to get identified, and Crozon gets taken out with that OS. eDivided just finding their rhythm, their flow state. Like you mentioned, I don't know if they needed that team play warm-up per se. Your shot might have been up, but that team play is just that intangible you need to bring in during HRL. So right now you're seeing a dominant round from eDivided right here. I was being a little critical. I was maybe shrugging them off a little, but they are shutting me up right now. Skynet trying to get a triple kill, but finds a 2-piece, gets taken out. It's a 2v2 right now with the ball into the favor of Loud Whine. Now you see Loud Whine being a little too not being patient enough with that ball. You see Fadeaway with the slay and one more kill on to Savage with the help of teammate, but finally gets taken out right there. Score is 80-14 into the favor of eDivided, but Loud Whine are leading this oddball by 1 round. So we may see, most likely we'll see a round 3 on this oddball to dictate this map 3 in this best of 5 series. Right there, killing spree from Glenn Falcon right there, and just, can we get the triple kill? The triple kill from Glenn Falcon right there on stream too. I know that one's going to be shown to the parents later today, even if you're not living with your parents. Point is that just impressive plays by eDivided right there, and that triple kill by Glenn Falcon is definitely going to be one for the history books personally. And right there, we're going to a round 3 on oddball. Just a lot happening right now, and eDivided finally able to find that intangible team play that they were just struggling to find.
I mean, going back to that play as well, Glenn Falcon got that triple kill with a battle rifle as well, a weapon that you don't really see that much nowadays because everyone's been favoring the bandit, and I don't know, year 1 throwback basically coming in for almost the overkill, and this is gonna be a great start. Fadeaway finds 2 off the rip, is leading the lobby right now in kills as well. So, a great start right now from the side of eDivided to kick off this 3rd round. They're gonna get that camo. No, actually, Smeal's gonna die in the process, and so is Glenn Falcon. So nobody getting that camo off the rip here, as the ball has been tossed out in towards bottom mid. It's been picked up by Loud Whine, who's gonna secure the area and gonna fall again. Every time someone picks up that thing, you're just a magnet for death, basically. It's like every single player is going to end up dying. Savage finally has his camo and is going to wait for the player with this ball and goes for that back smack. There's one. Spots a second player as well, so he's going to be forced to fall back here. You can see the players group it up, and it's actually going to get completely reset, thrown off the map. The support will be there, so Savage helps pick up that kill on towards Smeal, but the ball has been reset, and eDivided in a much better position here because Loud Whine drew a lot of their players over towards the back turbine area over towards ramp. So, you know, eDivided nicely set up here. And I mean, you know, again, we're a minute in. There's been 7 points on the board. So, you know, classic HRL.
Yeah, right now I'm just finding my breath. Honestly, I feel like this has just watching this oddball right now has been exhausting. Right, you see Glenn Falcon trying to control that glass for eDivided, but that control of that gold area gets taken away by Loud Whine. Loud Whine will finally be able to get a clean hold with eDivided spawning on A. So you may see eDivided push in. Yep, you do see eDivided push in through gold, gets taken out. How many times do you see just Loud Whine just shooting at eDivided's back throughout this series? With all respect to eDivided, that is just unacceptable right there. They basically go 4 down with 2 members respawning immediately. And what I was praying and hoping was just a change of pace for eDivided. Just seems to maybe be just that gas running out. And Loud Whine saying, nah, you guys may have taken that oddball, but we're taking the 3-0 sweep right here. A 2-piece from Crozon. If he finds it, no, does not find it. So just the 1 slay. Amazing movement from eDivided to stay up. If Crozon doesn't get this, I'll be a little disappointed. Does not get it. I am a little disappointed, but respect to eDivided right there. Right when I'm starting to be critical, they bring out those amazing slayers, which has kind of just been the story of this series, that those slayers have been impressive from the side from eDivided, but that team play and effective Halo objective control is just on the side of Loud Whine right now. But eDivided, they can mark my word. It's Edgy with the slay on the perfect onto Whirlpool, trying to find a double kill, finds a wingman, and right now 26-50. Could be a 3-0, or we could push it to map 4 here in this best of 5 series in HRL.
We're gonna see. I mean, it's still continuing forward. There's still chance, and they're not out of this yet until it's done for sure. 3 minutes on the clock is still plenty of time to work with, especially with the ball freezing when it's been, or time freezing when it's been picked up. You can see Fadeaway and Co working around the back. The callouts are there, so nice calls. They're gonna get that objective as well, so the ball will be in their hands. They know there's players nearby though here in Loud Whine. Already pressing in, right? The 2 remaining players are immediately there, and Silver Fox in the corner, I guess. Well, the corner was a little bit shallow there, and that is kind of because somebody's in that corner. Silver Fox, though, will find that kill, and the ball is back in Loud Whine's hand here. So 50 points and counting. They're on their way. eDivided. This is basically your series life here coming down to this in this very moment. So Loud Whine is going to be very happy to just hold on to that ball. eDivided making their way here towards the camo area, and they're just not getting through the line. Silver Fox is just shutting it down, has the camo to boot. Everything's just kind of going Loud Whine's way right now, and eDivided has not really found an answer. They had something in the last round, and they haven't been able to make something out of it since then. The camo, you know, used a great effect there, but Fadeaway will trade out. The ball's been reset as well here. And this is basically going to be eDivided's chance. The ball's tossed out into the open, and eDivided is going to be forced to make a move here.
Yeah, I do want to mention just Fadeaway, 31, 14, and 20 with 95 seconds of objective. That's almost 3 times as much objective time as any other member on their team. Right now you see Smeal 23 holding onto the ball, about to hit 45 seconds of objective time in this oddball. 41-73 is the score right now. 1-1. Winner of this round takes the map. If Loud Whine win, it would be a 3-0 sweep. eDivided would push it to a map 4. They could do it right now if they find maybe 1 or 2 slays, but they don't. You should see the play from eDivided. You do see the play right there. And unfortunately, Fadeaway is just a masterful performance right now on HRL stream. It's maybe not gonna go into a positive route. Divided Loud Whine again. I'm a big fan of those 4 stacks and those team pushes, right? Whenever I comprise a team that competes on HRL, I say, look, we need that main slayer. We need someone that obviously can slay out, and I trust has that ability. But at the end of the day, it's that 4 stack, right? It's those 4 that communicate, that push together, that keep it light during the comms, that just have that swagger, right? And eDivided are actually finding their swagger right there. What a play, what a map would we see from Fadeaway if they're able to bring this back. Shout out to the homie Astro, played with me first he's on his HRL. It still brings it up to this day. That oddball that carried me to victory, but score is 73-73 right now. eDivided are 2 members down. Loud Whine are about to collapse. It's going to be tricky for eDivided. Loud Whine should be able to take advantage of this and maybe even find a lead with one final hold here, with Loud Whine pushing through long haul. Edge trying to make something happen, but it might be too little too soon. Fadeaway is going to be a little frustrated here, but that's HRL mixed divisions for you. You sometimes have that top talent and teammates that you don't really know or haven't played with, but just tip the hat off to eDivided and Fadeaway right now for just pushing this for so far. And what I thought would be a series that they were kind of out, hit the 3-0 sweep from Loud Whine right now. You see eDivided just needing about 15 seconds left to push this to a map 4, and I keep going, well, Loud Whine's about to win this, eDivided's gonna win this. This is just a testament to just the wacky series we're seeing here in front of us right now. And this should be map 4 for us right here. eDivided and Fadeaway with a Michael Jordan-esque type performance on Halo Rec League. In this map, it can definitely lead you with like a 4-1, 4-2 win on King of the Hill. I don't really see a lot of 4-3s on Solitude. I mainly see the first 2 hills being tight, and then one team just go away with the lead. But as I mentioned, you see eDivided with that shock rifle getting some nice shots cross map. Didn't do it justice when it happened, but both teams playing a timid game of Halo. Fadeaway controlling that shock rifle as that kill leader. I imagine that was his responsibility. Every single team he was saying, you grab that shock rifle, you grab that camo, you are going to be our X Factor. And right there, the headshot onto Crozon, keeping Loud Whine away from the point while their teammates respawn.
Yep, there's going to be, I mean, a great start there as well. Fadeaway starting 3-0 with that shock rifle and is going to make it a 4th as well, popping that head. So, I mean, that shock rifle got 2 more shots in it, and Loud Whine is going to be very happy once it's gone, as that's 5 straight. Fadeaway on the killing spree. Definitely, probably was pinged on that anti-cheat there because the drug test needed to happen. So you can see, just looking for where these players, and I mean, we needed a hot start out of eDivided. I think this is the start that we were looking for sure. And finally, Fadeaway will get ended, so that is going to be the killing spree taken out as players are just getting backsmacked repeatedly, it looks like. But eDivided back on this point here, already more than 50%. Loud Whine hasn't really been able to get out, of these spawn points and kind of get on towards the hill to actually contest this. This is usually one of the most contested hills in the game with how big it is. And instead, right now, it's going to be, pretty quickly cleaned up. Maybe delayed a little bit longer here, but Savage being the last player alive means that this hill is gone. Hill number 1 goes the way of eDivided, and they're going to take the lead on this map here, 1-0.
Yeah, just one thing that I want to make note is that in my experience of HRL, whenever I have teammates that just pop off, right, they're getting those crazy Slayer numbers. It's hard to keep up, right? It's hard to keep your numbers, on the scoreboard as high as them, and it can get to you mentally. But if I'm maybe like a member like EdgeZ, I'm thinking, hey, I'm not gonna get the Slayers. All that I'm gonna do is ping for Fadeaway and get 1 or 2 shots so that this homie can get the double kill a little easier. And that's all you need to do, right? It's not the cleanest Halo, it's not the most beautiful Halo, but it's non-egotistical Halo. You hear so many sports teams talk about playing as a unit, playing without ego, and that's what sometimes is needed, right? To lean on your in-game lead and say, hey, I'm not going to get my momentum. You are. You're going to get my momentum, your momentum, and everybody's momentum right now. And it just looks like Fadeaway is just not getting that support. Steel is keeping up right there with the double kill and comes in to take the zone, but it just looks like Loud Whine are just able to just inch this hill just closer and closer in favor to them. So right now I feel like eDivided are getting a little too egotistical, just relying on those slaying abilities. Maybe a push through that commando might be effective right now. I think I see a teammate from eDivided at posters, maybe pushing through that might really been effective. Just eDivided relentless with their Slayers, I must admit. it is a testament and truly impressive to see eDivided pick up that disruptor. Amen. We're not playing with that GA right now. Glenn Falcon with an amazing, amazing weapon right now in Halo Infinite will secure that point right there. And like I mentioned, Loud Whine just need to control that sandbox and not rely on their duo pushes with their bandits per se. Right now, eDivided 2-0, and you could see the story flipping very quickly. Do you want to mention Loud Whine are up 2-1 in this best of 5 series with eDivided storming back to maybe make this up 2-2 map count. Of course, this is a game 5, something that I thought was a crazy idea about 15 minutes ago. I was already thinking about my dinner. I was already thinking about what I was going to eat in between series, but it looks like I got to stay locked in as Glenn Falcon gets the killing spree right now. And just impressive plays coming out of eDivided. They are just finding their slays. It truly does look like I'm watching a FaZe fan versus Pure right now, just with Loud Whine playing their clean Halo, and eDivided just balls to the wall, rushing everything, pushing everything, and somehow, by the grace of God, finding their slays.
Yeah, I mean, Loud Whine, again, just got their first touch on this hill, right? And it might not even matter because you can see the players from eDivided hopping right back onto this out of the gate. Loud Whine, I mean, the first hill was the closest they've ever gotten, and it just hasn't really worked out since then. You can see this player's finally on the hill, but 2 dead again for Loud Whine. It means eDivided can walk in. Only player left is going to be Glenn Falcon, trying to tick over that last tick, maybe, and is going to succeed. Last player alive is going to get the successful cap there. 3-0 now for eDivided. And I don't know, maybe this is just their map or something, and they were like, okay, all we got to do is get to this Solitude because we know we've got this on lock, and they definitely do look like they have this on absolute lock right now. They're up 3-0. Loud Whine has not really found their footing at all in this map, and Spiel and Fadeaway are both popping off for the side of eDivided here. I mean, it's looking like map 5 is kind of in the books. I mean, I can't call it too soon because after the way the last map went, you never know. But right now, it's looking fantastic for the side of eDivided.
15, 5, and 5. Just a crazy stat line. I'd like to see Glenn Falcon and specifically, right? 5, 8, and 7 right there with 2 hill captures. I just think is a very good stat line. Just how it's right now. Acknowledging again that you're not going to get your slays. Maybe if you're that 4th on this team, not that in-game lead, but you will be able to do damage and communicate so many times. Oh wow, nice backsmack from Skyman. So many times that when I'm playing with players, me, I would just say, hey, like I ping them, I call them out, I get my 2 shots, and they're able to get double kill a lot easier right there. So Savage is trying to work what they can do right now. They made it out of the point. Savage trying to hold on to that competitive rope, trying to force some sort of momentum before this game 5 Slayer that we should be seeing. Would be incredibly nutty if Loud Whine is back, and just the storyline right now is eDivided 4-0 in that King of the Hill Solitude. How fast was that? That was like
it's been around long enough, I guess, at this point that you say teams should be pretty practiced on this, but Aquarius Slayer, you have no excuse. This Slayer been in here since the start of the game, right? Like, there's no reason you don't know what's going on this map here. And right off the rip, it's going to be Fadeaway dropping early on here, and the shots are going to go down. It's Ajizi trying to find this player in the corner. Won't actually succeed. The support comes in from behind, and that does mean the OS goes over to Glenn Falcon here. So eDivided actually lost that OS immediately, picks up the kill, but I think was stuck and immediately goes down. So 4-2. Loud Whine jumps out to an early lead here as they're going to find another double kill to Silver Fox here. Silver Fox always just seems to be in a good position, right? Always there for a potential trade. I'm assuming that was like a slide, effect or something. I don't know where those icicles came from on the screen there, but I mean, you're going to see backed away into the corner, and you want to see the support. You want to see these players working in pairs, in tandem here. Never want to be caught out in an uneven challenge. And I mean, right now, it's back all tied up, and eDivided is just taking the lead.
Yeah, definitely. What I thought was a strong start from Loud Whine, I saw an amazing, just unselfish play in that utility to start that off in that blue util. But now you see Loud Whine kind of stagger here a little bit. They're not really peeking angles together. You see one teammate just try to get the slay, but then 3 of eDivided are right there to meet them, and it feels like eDivided have truly learned their lesson and are ready to shut me up and say, Queso, you were wrong, with finding themselves 10-5 in the lead to the score of 10-5 in favor of eDivided. Excuse me, it's been a long, amazing, draining series right here, and it just looks like Loud Whine are just trying to force something happen. It's almost like those roles have reversed, right? I was saying, how much did we see eDivided try to push angles or like lanes they shouldn't be pushing, right? Alone too, but right now you see Loud Whine isolated while Glenn Falcon pops out of the west, gets the killing spree. That BR with the bandit reduced rate of fire is the best weapon. That's probably not going to get GA that you can just pick up right now. And just 15-9 in favor of eDivided, just trying to stay locked into the score because it is so important. It is. I was expecting things. This has just been an interesting series. You know, I cannot predict a single thing with Halo when it comes to the last couple of weeks. But honestly, I'm having fun. I haven't had this much fun casting or watching a series in a while. So it feels good to be back with an explosive series in this Challenger mixed division.
Yep, I mean, it's just absolute haywire, right? Loud Whine is down by 5 right now, and all my predictions about, yeah, like the core, you know, slaying power that is in behind this Loud Whine roster, not really proving itself. Glenn Falcon now choosing to be the standout player, is currently at 7 kills, leading the entire lobby here. Is Savage trying to take that fight at range, is not able to do so. The 5-point lead is still in effect here. Both teams, you know, traded out 1 for 1. eDivided's going to move it up to 6 here, and Skyna's going to be forced to drop back, not able to find either of these kills, and instead is going to have to work around and find a new angle. Crozen also forced off an angle here, is going to be down to 1 shot, and just players from eDivided are just moving in tandem across the map. They're doing a very good job of taking these fights. They know when to back down. You can see, well, Savage is finally going to find one. Fadeaway trying to capitalize on a weak player, was not expecting to. Gonna be both players in bottom mid, and shots continuing to ring out across the map. 2 dead on either side. But the problem for Loud Whine is that these are trades, right? You're going 1 for 1 in all these scenarios, and that's not going to help you chip away at this 5-point lead. You need to get some untraded kills, and right now they're a little hard for them to find right now.
Yeah, and I do want to mention the pace of this match specifically is that I feel like even though we're not halfway through yet, we are at 25, 26 kills, which both teams kind of tend to slow down here. Glenn Falcon with the OS looking at card 2, trying to get the slay. Enemy nades them, but Glenn Falcon decides to get away with their life. Maybe not the best utilization of that OS. Momentum could go into the favor, but right there, that's my point, right? Is that from that massive engagement we just saw, there was maybe 1 or 2 slays. The heat wave, everybody's a car right now, but it just seems like we could have seen a little bit more from people not walking away with their lives from both teams, right? Both teams playing ultra cautious whenever they're 1-shot or 2-shot. They back off and playing very, very patiently. eDivided's discipline has just been just impressive. About to hit the reverse sweep here on Loud Whine. Silver Fox 7-0-7 right there. That's an interesting stat line. They are able to find their slays, but just no assists right there compared to the assist count for eDivided. There is a notable difference right there, and that might just be the determining factor. It's just those solo pushes on Slayers, it's what loses you the game, right? You when you solo push, you end up not getting a trade. You end up just costing your life, and those are the unforgiving picks that can make things spiral right now. Very impressed by eDivided, Fadeaway, Glenn Falcon, Edgey, and Smeal right now. Deserve a medal or something with the amazing comeback that they have unfolded right here. 33-24. I was expecting this match to be closer, but it just looks like momentum has just shifted closer to eDivided more and more, and that confidence is just pumping through eDivided right now. It looks like they were locked in after that map 4 and understood that there was one more map to accomplish this amazing feat, which is a reverse sweep. 36-25 in favor of eDivided, and that OS is in the hands of Fadeaway. How many times have I said this power item is in favor of Fadeaway these last couple minutes? A lot, because it is just true right there with the reversal onto the enemy. Should be able to find the two-piece right there. Gets the assist instead, and that's what I like to see. Effective callouts, effective team pushes, and just keep your teammate alive. That is genuinely just the difference maker right here for this game 5 there.
Yep, I mean, it's continuing forward. I mean, the lead is now up to 12 kills here. eDivided has hit that 40-point mark, and that is where Loud Whine, you know, you start to get concerned here, right? It's not going in your favor. You have to make do with what you've got, and unfortunately, what you've got is not a lot right now. They've not been able to get too much going over the course of this map, and they are falling farther and farther behind. I mean, 5 minutes remaining as well as come up. The timer probably not going to come into effect here. But Loud Whine, you kind of need them to just slow down, right? And like you were talking about a lot of the solo chats, you need to just deathball basically, join up as a team and make sure you're not giving away any kills for free. Anything that you basically need a 2-for-1 trade on every remaining kill in the lobby right now. It's down to 9, so they're beginning to chip away at this slowly here, but the trades are going to continue to go back and forth and stuff like that, where, you know, player gets caught out. Silver Fox is going to get double chowed here as well. And this is going to be a third player traded out, and the trades are just not what you need, right? You need to have these kills go untraded. You can't afford for that. You don't have the lives to give. So Loud Whine, kind of on dire straits right here, on the verge of being reverse swept. Something's got to get going, and well, actually, that's going to be a player, I guess, will sort of shot in the back, but Crozen is going to get out with a life, gets out, but you're still down 12 kills now, and with eDivided only being 4 away from victory, this might be a little too far gone.
Definitely a shocker from Loud Whine, but if I'm like actually critical and honest about what I see here as eDivided, just need one more kill to hit the reverse sweep right here. Savage has the OS at bottom mid, trying to make something happen, praying to the Lord. Best comeback I've ever seen. This kind of gets a slay on Exy, but the shit. Oh, it's not. Savage gets the elbow onto Smeal right there and just keeps this match alive. What I was just trying to say is that I feel like I definitely watch this bot right there, and that is the map right there. Silver Fox gets taken now, unfortunately, 39-50 in favor of eDivided.